You know I got a pretty young thing by my side. She's gonna call me when she's finished with her hair, and when she's found something sexy to wear. And if she wants to, we can hold each other's hands just that slow, or she can hit it to the
best experience of that. So Darren, what flavours are we going for?
Intergalactic.
Intergalactic. What's it smell like?
Space.
It doesn't smell like space.
So, I have woken up incredibly annoyed at this exact reason, and I will play this video to you now, okay? Me and Chris are really big friends, and obviously I knew he was going to the Leicester game, but the atmosphere that he's just enjoyed by watching this video, oh, I'm so angry. Watch it now.
So, I am currently driving to Preston, one for a wedding of one of my closest friends.
anything or anyone. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you run with me? Just forget the world. I need your grace to remind me to find my own. If I lay here, if I just lay here, to treasure gold is fun, brother.
So, it is now 11 o'clock. I've just got back from the wedding at Preston. Sadly, no dinner for me. It wasn't a buffet like I was hoping there would be. But what a lovely wedding reception that was. It was absolutely amazing. Nice to see my friend Robin. He's now married, which is awesome, which means I've got to fucking hurry up and get on the old wedding trail. Am I joking? I've got no interest in that. Now the door's not going to be open, is it? No, it's not. To my room. Oh, that was an absolutely fantastic reception. But because I haven't had any dinner, and I know it's quite bad, went to the garage and I picked myself up a sandwich. Yep, that is a triple bacon and egg bad boy. And I also got myself some Monster Munch. So for tomorrow's session, I'm going to be running off a egg sandwich and some Monster Munch from 11 o'clock last night. But yeah, best of wishes to Robin and his wife Claire. It was an absolute lovely reception. I really enjoyed myself. Finally, I've got one more thing to show you, but you need to wait. Hang on 2 seconds. Now, my mate Chris, when I went to go see him at the at Preston before we went for our run together, he picked me up something when he was at the Leicester City game the other day, which I'm now thankful that he brought it back, and I now have a Leicester City shirt for this year, which I am the most happiest man in the world about. Full on Leicester City. I can now support from Liverpool. And yes, it will be featured in many of my videos to now come. Just got back from my morning run. I know obviously Wednesdays isn't meant to be about running at all. It's about to be my uni life, but they are going to link obviously together, so sometimes you'll just have to kind of deal with that, which is alright. Just got back and I have logged on to Blackboard, which is like the university's site on where you find like all your literature and about all like your course details, and found out about that, and now just watching one of these online pre-lecture things about how to search for literature. So this is by Matt, one of my lecturers here.
Narrow your search to as finite and definite answers, questions, as you can do. So, as I say, if you type in sport.
So what he's showing us there is basically how to search for, on the university's site, how to search for basically articles and how to search for journals. So I'll be using that in my course, and one of my assignments in research methods is to find 4 sports coaching articles and then define them in my final project, which is due in December. So I'm driving to university now. I have an hour's worth of lecture and then I have an hour's seminar, both on research methods. So I'm going to be learning about, once again, how to search for articles and how to lay out some of my essays coming up. So that should be quite exciting. And then apart from that, for the rest of the day, I have training again at night. And then there was talk of us going to the cinema, but I'm not sure whether that'll happen. Probably not, because we usually end up just crashing and watching TV as it is. Forgot to mention as well my paranoia of vlogging out in public. Yeah, still haven't got used to it, and I am a little bit scared. So at the moment I'm walking down this road and there's nobody on it, so I thought I'd try my first bit of actual vlogging in front of the camera while walking along. It's still kind of scary, but I'm getting used to it. And as well, I haven't done too bad for getting ready, considering we have no hot water at the flat at the moment because they're changing all the pipes over, and that's going to be done for the next couple of hours or so. So unfortunately, yeah, I ain't going to have any hot water. Oh dear. But should be able to get myself sorted tonight, fingers crossed. Lecture and seminar done. 2 hours of research methods. I now know how to basically use Blackboard. Whoa. I know how to research in Discovery, so I know how to get on my journal articles. So I'm basically ready to crack on with my assignments. Sadly, my lecturer will not let me video anything inside the lecture, which pretty much does suck, but I can take you all the way around uni and I can show you obviously what goes on. At some point, probably in the next few weeks, I will actually do a full tour of my IM Marsh campus, it's called. But until then, we're just going to keep powering on, and I'll show you obviously what kind of work I'm doing in a minute. With all the pipes obviously being done and the hot water not being available, or no water being available at all, in fact, for the next couple of hours, I treated myself to something a little different for lunch. Obviously not on the Indeed runner's diet, but got myself a dirty little Subway flatbread. So I thought, yeah, flatbread will be good because it's minimal kind of compared to the normal bread. And I got steak, so obviously kind of proper food rather than say like salami and that. And I got some lettuce in it, I got some onion and some gherkins, I think. I don't know why I've been craving gherkins at the moment more than anything. But there's a couple of things that I need to do, so like a couple of tasks for my research method stuff. So I will show you some of that as I'm doing it, and I'll try and like vlog it down as best I can. Why do I keep touching my hair? It needs cut really bad. But on the bright side, Mount Vesuvius is starting to go down just a little bit. So positives all round. So finally, just now I've managed to sit down and actually have a look at my research methods assignment, and I'm having a look now, and I'm basically looking for relevance to the task itself. So basically I've got to pick a coaching subject and narrow it down to 4 articles, and then from those 4 articles I've got to define and make basically my own analysis of those 4 journal articles. So at the moment we have our own thing on the university where you can basically narrow down all the journals. So as you can see on here, I'm ploughing through all those journals. At the moment I've managed to narrow the search down to 18, which is quite good, which means I can start narrowing it down on the actual athletic side of coaching on the track, which is what I'm interested in doing. Because there's quite a freedom to this actual first assessment, because we can actually pick what we want to like talk about, but we've just got to define it in a way that's accessible to coaching, really. So apart from that, pretty much I think I've got this one nailed, hopefully, but we'll see when my grades come out after Christmas.
The chips are down, I'll be around with my undying, death-defying love for you. Envy will hurt itself.
Check out the size of that fucking dog! Just got in from our nice little drive out, which was cool. Managed to have a bit of a shower and have a bit of a clean, which I needed, which was pretty awesome. Nice and wet, like you'd expect a shower to be honest. Yeah, just really general, just nice drive and nice to hang out with. Just obviously somebody who, me and Justine have known each other for probably the best part of 3 weeks now, and it just feels like somebody who you just can get on with straight away. So like for me, it's just so nice to be able to just talk to somebody and just being able to just unload when you've had like a really kind of crappy week, and you just got like a mate who you can just talk to. I'm sure you all will know that friend that you can, but no, like I've just literally just met Justine right off the bat, and I can just talk to her about literally anything and she can talk back, which is awesome. But apart from that, now just making the final changes to the vlog that is out tomorrow. So stay tuned and you'll be able to see it on YouTube very soon.